Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Been away for a few days organising an event, but I'm back here and we should be on track for the rest of the month. We've got Square Eyes from Big PP Clan and he's in the 112 Tier 8 Chinese heavy tank. Not a very common tank, and I think it's the first time this one on the channel. But here's top tier. It's a Tier 7, Tier 8 game, and we're on the port map here. So I was heading to the inside of the warehouse here. Be a bit careful with the use of the mini-map here, because tanks can obviously be on the roof as well as in the tunnel, so if you do see them on the mini-map in the section, you've got to just try and work out if they're on the roof or not. He just gets spotted by Tiger 1, but he missed the chance to get a shot in. Some other tanks spotted. Now, not quite sure what's spotting them actually. It's interesting. The with the G-Saw perhaps spotted them going in. Anyway, he's setting up side scrape here, puts a shot in towards King Tiger C, which bounces but gets full on side scrape, hugs the wall while he's reloading. And he's got Tiger 1 manages to put a shot in. Looks like it went through his commander's hatch. Shooting down on him, which does make his roof a bit more vulnerable. I don't know what he can do about that though. So Square Eyes decides to take up another position there. Quite a few more tanks there than he's carrying to deal with, so there's a Skoda here and an ML2. Again, goes into side scrape mode. Tempt that Skoda to come out and take a shot at him. Yeah, switch to heat rounds here. Skoda's got pretty strong frontal armour, but it depends whether he comes out sideways or not. And it looks like he is going to. He's already picked up some spotting damage there, and here comes the Skoda. Puts it through his front sprocket, so it doesn't take out the tank, the tracks. Skoda keeps moving, and here he comes around to take a shot. Looks like he's shot into the wall there, and Square Eyes gets another shot at him as he pulls back. It leaves him on 41 hit points. And just keeping his gun barrel pointed in the right direction, which is a good trick there, and manages to get a shot into the Skoda before he gets taken out by the T25 AT. So, again, just switching back here, thinking that it's alright, pressure's on here. He's got now that Tier 7 AT7 there. He lines up the commander's hatch there, goes through quite nicely. Comes back, he's got the AT7 facing him. There's a Tier 7 tank, so you may not have the pen necessarily for this tank here, and there you go, he bounces the incoming round. And looks like you'll get one more shot on him, should get the kill this time. He sits still very nicely, and Square Eyes gets it right through the commander's hatch and gets the kill. So his team's got a slight advantage, but again, early days in the battle. And this whole mess of tanks going off in that direction, so rather than crowding up, Square Eyes looks for any other opportunities. The T44 is spotted, but you can see he's outside draw range, so well hidden by the terrain. So again, just trying to change the angles here. Comes back to this other side here, and might be able to get a shot in. Just got to be careful of TDs up in that A1 corner. They do set up there to get overwatch of the camp. And there we go, spotted SU-152. Snaps but doesn't hit. Chinese heavy tank guns, a bit similar to Russian heavy tank guns, don't really respond well to shooting on the move, but nonetheless we do know he's here. Are they paying attention? Certainly the ML1 isn't, and he pays the price but he's got the SU-152, bounces a 700 hit point round off the SU, but not something you want to sit in front of too long. Eventually you'll work out how to go through you. And now he's found King Tiger C, gets the kill there. He's back on standard rounds here, particularly when he's facing tier 8s. He's going to have to be careful with this SU. He could be reloaded pretty shortly. 41 is up, but fairly well hidden. And this SU1 is coming out, and has he got enough angle on him? Lines him up, goes for the shot, but takes a big hit. 726, so that leaves him on 289 hit points. He should reload faster than the SU, and he'll get the kill here, I think, which he does. And he takes a hit from an SU-100M1 that he can't see. Just see it's last spotted on the minimap. He's well outside draw range. That's left Square Eyes on 19 hit points, so he's going to have to manage his game a little bit differently now. And his team's starting to fall behind a bit. The equal number of kills, but they're dropping behind on hit points, and quite a few of those missing hit points belong to Square Eyes. Just being a bit wary of that M4A1. And puts a command into the T25AT to relinquish that position because he won't have any support. So heads his way up onto the roof here. Might have the opportunity to shoot at tanks down to the south there or in front of him. He won't spot them, not with the heavy tank, but there's a few tanks there that might spot Pantera and the Caro P88. In fact, there's that SU-100M1 that shot at him. Now you get a side shot on here. Can he get his angle in? Yeah, managed to hit, but unfortunately it didn't penetrate him. Might have to switch to heat rounds for the SU-100. T-44 pushing in on the Borsig. And he gets taken out by the Borsig. There's the SU-100. I'll get a rear shot on him. Yeah, again, just shooting a bit on the move there. Didn't wait for his aim to go down, but he managed to hit the tracks and gets a nice chunk of assisted damage there. So nearly 1,000 points of assisted damage. And he's found the SU-130PM. So another quite high alpha TD. And he gets a nice shot there. And another TD there, the Yak Panther. And he should get a shot in on him, which he does. So he's getting some good range, long range shots in here. Keeping himself well hidden behind the concrete. And the Yak Panther coming around, probably offer a shot to him again. He's pushing in on the Pantera. Hopefully that Pantera's got a good hiding spot. But his team really lacking hit points at the moment. He does put a nice shot in with the Yak Panther and in fact takes him out. Now he's got the M4A1 Rev pushing on him, who managed to bounce off him with all of his 19 hit points. Could have been better off firing HE. But turns around to face, he's only really got a few chances here. Needs to make that M4A1 bounce again, and he gets a shot on him and bounces him coming around, getting some supreme luck here. The M4A1 perhaps not knowing exactly where to shoot, and he might get another shot on him, which he does and gets the kill. So that's completely mucked up there by that Rev. He could have really won the game right there and then, but nonetheless Square Eyes keeps his cool. And he's worked his way up to 5,000 hit points of damage, so doing nicely quite now. But he knows there's that SU-130PM right down the bottom of the map, and there's also the Arty, so he doesn't really want to get spotted. Needs a bit of spotting done by the Pantera, and he might be able to assist with taking out the SU. Alright, so declares he's heading for Arty, but just finds the SU-130PM's taken out his Pantera, so he goes back for the SU and just snaps there for all of the Russian, Chinese heavy tank gun stuff, he does actually manage to get that snapshot working. So nice bit of luck there for Square Eyes. And he's starting to even things out. So there's really only a few 100 hit points on each side now. He's got Nati with him, and there's Nati on the enemy side. Their Artie doesn't know where he is, at least not right now, and neither does the SU-130PM. In fact, there's the M12. He's just got a shot on the gun. That's not going to get him anywhere. Now, tries to shoot through the cover, but that's a non-destructible cover. But now he's got the Artie lined up, and in fact the GW Panther takes him out. So he gets a bit more spotting damage. And now it's just the two of them versus the SU-130PM, but this is not over by a long shot. If he happens to die, then it's pretty much all over. The SU will be able to hunt down the GW Panther without any problem. Now he sits on base here. That's an interesting strategy. Now it would draw the SU-130PM perhaps towards him, and that might be his strategy here. And if you can come and spot him, the GW Panther might help. Well, in fact, here he is. The GW Panther's actually come on cap now to keep the pressure on, or perhaps win the game. So Square Eyes decides, okay, he needs to make a move on the SU, and he gets the kill. So excellent work there. 5.5k of damage, block 2000, and assisted damage of 1.2. Let's go and have a look at the details. Okay, so we had 5.5k of damage as we saw, and the 1.2, nearly 1.3 of assisted, so that's 6.6k of combined damage and 6 kills, which gave him the top gun. That also gave him the high caliber award for the most damage and doing at least 20% of the hit pool. And of course the 19 hit points got him the Spartan, so surviving a ricochet while he is less than 10% of his hit points, and attribute that to the Revloirs. A lot of minor medals there, but importantly the Ace Tanker Master Badge. Now, compared to the team, alright, here we go. Fantastic result there. 1942 base experience. That was actually Square Eyes' best game ever in the game. So congratulations there for nearly getting 2k of base experience. That's a lot higher than many players get. And the next best tank was G-Saw, who played out in the field area, and next sort of the highest damage. There's only other one tank that did more than 2k, so he really carried the team there. And on the enemy side, they had 4 tanks that did over 2k, but yeah, none who really did well except for the Brigetto, who got pretty close perhaps to getting an ace tanker of himself in a losing team. So excellent result there. He fired 25 shots in all, 20 connected and 17 penetrated. He did fire a mix of standard and premium ammunition, so his costs weren't all that extreme. And this is a premium tank, of course, so his repair cost there you see quite minimal, and ended up with a decent profit of 78k. But importantly, this was Square Eyes' best game in the tank. We did see 2 marks of excellence on there, so hopefully he gets to 3 marks on that fairly soon. That would be a nice result as well. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, and I'd note subscriptions been going on, which has been very pleasing, but if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. Well, I've got more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.